I'm about to deliver a presentation this week for a speaking gig, and I want to put a QR code on the front of my slide deck to get people in the room to scan and opt in to get a free copy of my slides. By the way, it's a fantastic way to generate leads if you were speaking at an event. So the first thing we need to do is create an opt-in form. That is for the people in the room to actually give their name and their email address, and then we will create the QR code. Later on after that, you can go on and create an automated workflow, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do all of those steps. So go into websites and funnels, and let's first create that opt-in form. So let's go to our form builder. I recommend you keep this as simple as possible. I'm going to start from scratch, and the only thing we want here is name and email address. The more options you give people, the more your barriers you're creating to them opting in. So I have a housekeeping rule, always name them first. So I'm going to call this opt-in form for slides, Sarah's 7-figure success workshop. All we want is first name. I'm not even going to bother with last name. I'm definitely not going to ask people for their phone number. And I am going to just change the button word there to get the slides emailed now. And I'm going to make that centered and change the background color to something more in the lines of my branding. Now, these people are actually on a specific location, so I'm also going to put the title in here. So I'm just going to put this. Tidy up this title, opt-in for Sarah's 7-figure success workshop. Okay, done. Now, all I need to do is press save. That's all we want it to look like. Okay, first name also needs to be required. So I'm going to click the required box for that and press save again. Now, I need to get the link to the, click on the integrate button on the top right, copy form link, and done. Now I'm going to open this page up on another tab because I'm going to need this link in a minute. So just opening this up, that's all it needs to be. Now, if you want to add a title in there, you can. Okay. Now, the next step we're going to do, now that we've created the form, let's create the QR code that's going to go on our slide deck. So click on QR codes, create a QR code. I'm going to go up here, just this links, and create a QR code. Once you press that, this will pop up. You're going to need to name your QR code again. Sarah's Brisbane Workshop 7-figure success with tech. You make sure you name it. Press next. And now we can choose the colors if we want, but warning, please keep it black because I find that when this is on a presentation screen, it's actually really difficult for people's phones to scan it unless it's really bold. You can change its shape and form. So add a form for the slides. Now, next step is the automation. We actually want them to receive these slides. So what I'm going to do now is, first of all, I'm going to just create the email saying, here are your slides. And what we're going to do is I'm going to use my master template. Go to email templates, find our master template, clone it. Says slides for the Brisbane workshop. And 7-figure success. Open her up. And so in here, I'm going to get rid of my generic unsubscribe. We're going to say hi, contact, first name. Here are the slides for Sarah's presentation. I hope you enjoyed today. Would you be kind enough to leave a review? So I always want to do that so that we can get in. I wonder if we actually have a review link in here. We might do. It's automated and I don't have to find it. No, I don't. All right, that's all good. We're going to sleep. I'm just going to pause this and do that. Okie dokie. So first of all, there's two ways you can do this. You can actually upload your slide deck to your media library inside Tekmatix. You just go to your main menu, upload your slide deck. That will give it a link and you can put that media library link in here. Alternatively, for this one, I'm literally just going to share the actual Canva file. So I'm going to change this to anyone with the link can view. And that will mean it's shareable. Copy that link, and then in the email where it says click here to open it in Canva, I'm just going to simply press share link in there, and make that a nice color so that people can see it. So again, if you're uploading this to your media library, you'd put your media library link in there, and that's all done inside Tekmatix as well. So there you have it. There's the email. Let's press save on that. We just need to now make sure this is automatically sent. All right, so let's now go back after we've pressed save. We're going to go into our automated workflows and create a new workflow. Start from scratch. Now, what's the trigger for this? First of all, housekeeping, save the name. Sarah's Slides for Brisbane. Okay. 7-figure success. Now, our trigger is that they filled in that opt-in form to get the slides. So form is going to be the trigger, form submitted, and it's going to say what form. The form is, and there is that particular form where they've opted in. So form submitted, Brisbane slides. Now, the reason why I keep using Brisbane is because this is actually going to help me with my tagging. So let's press save. First of all, I'm going to add a tag here to add them to my mailing list. So I'm going to go and find my mailing list tag. They've literally opted into my list. And the other tag we're going to add is opted in to get slides for Sarah's Brisbane workshop. 7-figure success. Okay, add a new tag for that. There we go, we've got 2 slides, add tags, save. Now I'm also going to add another tag for locations because this helps me put people in certain tag locations. So if I ever run an event in Brisbane, I know they're from Brisbane. I'm also going to put in Australia, and I'm also going to put in Queensland because that's where all these people are going to be. This is going to help me in the future, add tags for location. If I ever want to run marketing campaigns to people in any of these locations, now I'm going to know that these people are in those locations. Now we're going to send them the email. So let's put add action, send email, and I'm going to specifically now go and find that email we just created in our templates. So there we go. And this one is going to be called, there we go, slides for the Brisbane workshop. Ta-da. So from name, from location, email, subject. Here are your slides. Okay, save, ta-da. We could even add in all kinds of follow-ups if we want to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait for a few hours because they're probably going to do this at the beginning of the presentation. So I'm actually going to wait for like 5 hours and get them to, actually I might do it like 3 because they might still get the event. There we go. So I'm going to wait for 3 hours. Ta-da, save, and then I'm going to send them a review request. Send a review request by email. Save. Okay, good. Publish. Save. Now, if you've got a customer journey, there's also next step that you can do in here is move them to the right stage in your customer journey. So that is an opportunity, and it's going to be in Sarah's customer journey, and they're going to be in the lead stage because they've only opted into something. The opportunity name is their full name, and the opportunity source I'm going to put in here is Brisbane Workshop 7-figure success. This means where did they come from? Now, everyone in my list is class $1,000 if they go in my program, and at the moment they're open because they haven't purchased anything. So I'm going to press save. Save again, and voila. Now we have a workflow that triggers when somebody fills in the opt-in form. How did they fill in the opt-in form? Because they scanned the QR code that sends them to the opt-in form. They then get tagged correctly with what it was that they did, add to the mailing list, tagged with the location they're in, update my customer journey stage, send them the email, delivering what we've promised them, wait for 3 hours, and send a review request. And that, my friends, is how you create a slide opt-in with a QR code if you're presenting at any event. A fantastic way to get Proom to opt into your email list. The trick that I do is I put that right at the beginning and I say, by the way, if you want my slides, quickly grab this now. You've got 3 seconds. I will show it again at the end. We duplicate it and we add that slide to the end as well. If you need any help, don't forget you've got live chat support available on the bottom right hand corner here that can help you 24 hours a day. Alternatively, if you want this set up for you, you can get one of our tech experts to help you from just $50 per hour, and they can help do it all for you. Happy teching.